needing the vet for Azid last week for some swellings that thankfully have gone down. He's back in training, he's fine. But I needed the vets for some bute. We now have Qantas had to whip out the first aid because he has been kicked, I assume by Azid, because they play all the time. So I'm about to take Azid out on a training session. We were gonna be doing some hills when I noticed this one wasn't quite right, and it looks like a nice kick. So it's like a slice wound. I've got my phone to give you a bit of light. Slice wound that I think is a little bit too deep for glue. So we're getting the vet out to see if he needs some stitches. I was literally just about to start riding him again after his laser surgery for his sarcoids. So someone clearly does not want to do work. The effects of the sedation are just wearing off. I think I've become a little bit paranoid about injuries and stuff, because ordinarily I probably wouldn't have called a vet for that. I'd have just cleaned it and kept an eye on it. But after all the injuries and everything that has happened to all of them over the past 18 months, I think I've kind of lost my ability to be logical and just look at it with less of a panic. So he actually didn't need stitches. She just cleaned it out, put her finger in to make sure it wasn't any deeper. So she said that it's just gone through the skin, over the muscle, cleaned it out, shaved around the hair around it, and we've got a barrier spray over the top, and then anti-inflammatories and antibiotics just to make sure everything is okay. So now, after I've spent quite a lot of money in the last 2 weeks getting vets out for things that me a year ago would have never got a vet out for, I'm going to go ride Azid. So I was going to take him to Canter Chase to get some nice long hills in, but because we've been waiting about 2.5-3 hours for the vet, I don't have time for that now. So I'm just going to go to a local woods. I'm still going to box out to a local woods and just do repeat one of the hills in there a few times, and hopefully we have a good time. And we'll just have to wait a little bit longer to put this snoozy face back out. Hey? You're so silly. Boop. Hi, Azid. Ready for some training? Yeah? Before I finish tacking up, let's just put that there, I just wanted to show you Azid's new breastplate. What are you doing? So smart. So normally I'd go for underlay, but this time I went for a navy overlay and like the rest white, and I really love it. It looks so smart. Had to get Azid a new breastplate because he was so hench. He was on the end buckles of everything, but yeah, I'm really pleased with how it looks, and also the extra white makes him stand out a bit more for the crew. All tacked up and we're off. Oh, don't speak at puddles, Azid. So we've got about 1.5 miles of road to do before we get to the woods. This woods is nicknamed the Woods of Doom by me, not by everyone else, because this is where, when Azid was less well behaved than he is now, got me off twice, dislocating my shoulder, breaking my finger, throwing me under a car, and bolting up off the road twice. Hopefully we'll have a better experience today. Good boy, and walk. Well done. Good lad. So while I try and make Azid walk this slightly boggier section, oh, aeroplane overhead, we're quite near an airport here, it's quite good practice, low flying aircraft. I thought I'd just run you through what I do in the 2 weeks out from an event. So this is 2 weeks out, well actually a little bit less than 2 weeks out. Now, endurance riders, there's there's no consensus really how everyone does it. It really depends on the horse. I've had a horse in the past that did actually need to be ridden every day, even if it was just a 10-minute walk, just to keep his head kind of in the game. That's what suited him best. Tizzy, I didn't ride at all in the week running up to a race. I gave her like complete rest. Obviously she was turned out, so she was walking loads anyway. Now with Azid, I ride the Monday and Wednesday before a competition on the weekend, and I do nice long slow hacks, or if the ground isn't great, then I will lunge in the school or school in school, just so I can see how he's going, keep him nice and consistent, do those final checks. So I start winding down my training 2 weeks out. I feel like they're not going to get much fitter in those 2 weeks. I know where they're at, and if I'm not confident that they're fit enough 2 weeks out, they're not fit enough and they won't be in 2 weeks' time. So I start winding down. I take out all the speed work, so I don't do any more gallops or canter sessions, because those are the high risk sessions. Those are the sessions that you're most likely to get an injury. And I just switch out with some gentle schooling. I don't go, ooh, tree. I don't go too crazy with the schooling. I do 20 minutes max, because I don't want to do too many tight circles. And I mainly kind of do nice, long, slow hacks. When I say long, it completely depends on what distance I am training for, but I very rarely train further than 20k, and I quite regularly do about 10k. So when I say long, it's not really that long for an endurance rider. Come on, we're going around again. Good boy. 20k is, it's not even half a first loop of a 160. So 10k normally, and when I say long and slow, it's usually 20k. If I'm training for a 160, which I haven't done for a while because I've not got a horse capable, Tizzy's probably still capable, but I will not be taking a 160, then I'll probably do a maximum of 30k in training. So that's where we're at now. We're at the wind down phase, though someone needs to inform Azid that we're meant to be winding down, because he is a keen bean. So off we go on our second lap around the woods. Pretty, Azid. Where are you going? As you might be able to tell, Azid is a bit of a speed demon, and in the school, if I don't trot him fairly soon, within the first 5 minutes, he gets quite irate, and he throws his head around and his legs aren't doing what I want him to do, and he's not listening, and he's the same out hacking. So occasionally, even though we're meant to be winding down, I will let him have a good canter for like 50, 100 meters just to get it out of his system. Otherwise, I am fighting him the whole way round. He's not listening, he's more likely to trip, his legs are going all over the show because he's fighting me. Now we are working on it. We do lots of transitions, lots of kind of changing the rhythm and speed in each gait, but that's just what he's like. If he gets to have that like little 50-meter blast, or in the school gets to go into trot for a couple of minutes, he'll then come back and listen pretty well. Though he's pretty pumped today, but look how nice the bluebells are in here. I don't know if you can really see them on this camera. Like, we're meant to be walking right now. This is more of like a cross between a walk and a jog, isn't it, Azid? I'm gonna make my way back to the lorry now, take him home, and I bought him because of the debacle with the vet with Azid last week, with the swelling from him over scratching in between his front legs, kind of the girth area. I have bought him a new rug, which is going to be interesting to put on. So I'll get back to you when we're doing that. We're back. How did you get so much hay in your mane? Okay, so I've done my post-ride routine, and we have the new Snuggie Hood rug. I can't tell you how wonderful the packaging was for this. It came in a really nice navy bag, then it came inside a Hessian bag, and then the rug was folded and wrapped in a blue navy ribbon, and it was gorgeous. So Azid is going to try it on for the first time now. What do you think, huh? You ready? Also, it's blue! Okay, Azid, it's got to go on like a hoodie. It's a bit like when you do your duvet and you go inside your duvet to get the cover on. That is what this is going to be like, I think. Will Azid put his head through there? That is the question. Whoop. Good boy. Have a tail flap too. I don't think we need this bit, but we'll give it a whirl. Tail bit. Okay, last bit. There's absolutely no way I'm taking all of this off every time. Stand. Bye. Okay, we're in. It was actually, I couldn't put it on with the neck piece and the thing still attached, so there's a lot of Velcro, and I feel like that is going to be quite annoying, but maybe we'll get better at it. He looks ridiculous, and I think he knows it. But this is the main reason I wanted this. So this bit here, didn't do a very good job of grooming you, did I? This bit here is where he gets super itchy and bites all the time, and that's where the swelling was and where the girth was. So this should stop those pesky midges biting him there. He doesn't really get itchy in the mane and tail, but it does have a little tail wrap thing. So yeah, I mean, that is the face of a desolate pony who looks absolutely ridiculous. Hey, I don't know how long this will last. Azid is a wrecker of rugs. He likes to explore in the hedges. But they did give me a patch to repair it. So there we go. An eventful day with Qantas having the vet when I didn't really need to get the vet. Azid did a good training session. You're tired now. And now I've got a new rug. Good boy. Hey. Good boy.